Eskwela pa! Get to know more about the talents of the budding artworks and art programs at Southwill Learning Center. Join the conversation on Shine More with Teacher Rhea on Southwill Live from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. every Saturday. Sponsored by Southwill Learning Center. Only here on Atibeng TV, Channel 16 and DXPM 91.9.
Ang Arts and Design track adunay mga lain-laing areas na gitagaan ni plataporma. Visual Arts, Performing Arts, Media Arts. Kung eskwela ka og arts, usin og sa pagdibuho. Ang mga programa sa Arts and Design track aduna nay lalom na perspektibo sa function sa arts, sa katilingban, sa kultura, ug pagkakita isip na Filipino. Tama si nanay. Magunahuna gyud ta sa atong kaugmaon. Ang senior high gimugna kini sa gobyerno ug sa Department of Education para matagan og dungag na skill sa inyong mga kabataan. Na kung gali, dili ka maka-college, pwede ka magtrabaho sa lain-laing ahensya. O di kaya magnegosyo. Kung si nanay ang magbuot sa inyong padulngan, hunahuna asab sa imong kaugalingon kung misakar ba ang imong kusog, imong kabahuna, ug interes na gipili sa imong gilikanan. Hunahunaa, dili tanan tawo malipayon sa siyensya, sa numero. Usaon na lang imong mga creative juices. Hay, dili pwede nimo himuon ang square, circle. Ang circle, triangle. Lisod, di ba? Pero naay mga tao na ang mission gyud nila ang medical field, science of precision, engineering, ug mokumpuni sa unsa pang mga butang-butang. Apan naa gyud mga tao na ang ilang mga kalagyon or spirit taas kaayo sa creative expression.
This portion is brought to you by Southwill Learning Center. Every child has an opportunity to succeed.
Kasagaran ng ilang paglantaw sa mga butang nagahatag og kaya, inspirasyon, kalipay na kasagaran. Kay dili ba? Sama sa poetry ni Shakespeare. O di ba lagtas? Ang spolaryo ni Juan Luna. Theater production. Musikero.
Get ready. Lights, camera, action.
You just imagine the world without art. Imagine, maglakaw ta aning kalibutan, walay music. Di ba uga ang kinabuhi? Walay entertainment, sama sa pelikula o programa sa telebisyon. Unsa na lang yun? Sa karon, napaspas na kaayo ang tuyok sa panahon, digital age na ka. Halos na nagakupot og cellphone, tablet, computer. Kay dali ra gyud nato ma-access ang lain-laing information. Diba? I-google mo lang. Tiray! Naa na dayon ang impormasyon na imong ginapangita sa atong pagpangita o ginatawag nato karon na surfing. Diba attractive sa ato ang naay graphic o animation? Sulay daw puro text lang ang pagkaplag nato sa surfing. Di ba pool? Graphics, animation. Ginagamit ning tools sa mga tao para makakuha og attraction, labi na sa mga business products and services. Pag nindot, daghang likes. Daghang heart signs. Kana nagpasabot, maayo ang disenyo sa maong graphics ug maayo kaayo ang pag-conceptualize sa ilang hinimo. So, unsay pasabot ana? Gikinahanglan ang kaalam ninyo sa arts. Wala lang nasa application. Lahi ang technical skills sa concept. Ang concept, murag blueprint sa imong artistic decision na magdiktar sa technical skills. Tiyaw mo na, walay saysay ang technical skills kung walay concept. Concept! 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 Concept!
This portion is brought to you by Southwill Learning Center.
Ang arts, muhatag po ni siya og giya sa pagsabot sa kinayahan sa tao. Makita mo kini sa mga interpretation sa mga actor sa entablado, sa teatro, o mga pelikula. Ang mga istoryang gipakita, istorya sa kamatuoran sa atong kinabuhi, ug sa atong kalibutan. Kung actor ka, lalong yun ang imong salabutan sa emotion natong mga tao. Pero sayod ba mo? Pila ka tao ang nagpaluyo ning mga produksyon o palabas? Naay director nga naghatag og konsepto o desisyon. Costume designer, light and sound designer, ug mga crew. Grupo ni sa mga passionate na tao para makahimo lamang og piece of art. Tingala mo, gidugukan sa mga tao ang pelikula ni Eugene Domingo. Dili tanan bankable artist, pistizo, pistiza. Sa panahon nato karon, basta na kay talent, win ka. Kahibalo ba mo asa nagsugod si Eugene Domingo? Sa teatro. Si Empoy, nag-blockbuster ang Kita-Kita. Empoy? Mistiso? Iba dili. Pero kahibalo ba mo, ang independent film director si Sigrid Bernardo sa Kita-Kita, nagsugod ang iyang pagkahawod sa teatro. Si Nora Honor. Mistiza? Tabunon ang pamanit, bansot, pero superstar. Hanip sa acting. Ang iyang pelikulang Himala ang kauna-unahang Filipino film na World Heritage. Hangtod karon, reyna siya sa mga indie films. Walang kupas ang kahawod sa pag-arte. Sa ubang nasod, ginaeskwelahan gyud ang pag-arte. May school for acting. Wala ta diri sa Pinas. Apan aduna tay mga theater companies na nagahubog, naga-train, nagahatag og acting workshop. Nag-amuma sa mga tao na naay passion sa pag-arte. Southwill Learning Center, Creative Communication and Arts Center. Good news! We have the Arts and Design track sa K-12 na.
This portion is brought to you by Southwill Learning Center. Every child has an opportunity to succeed.
Hey, classmate! Nami reunion ba? Hinanglan na mag-tarpaulin. Pila kayo pa-design sa spin shop?
Dahil ang bayad sa design ug sa print. Gusto mo, classmate, ako nang imo. Pila man pangayo nimo.
A few moments later.
Nami presentation ba sa marketing? Mo ka ba edit uy?
Naman ta, classmate, kabalo mo video edit.
Pila?
Kamu nasabot.
Kwarta na, di ba? Sa Arts and Design track, daghan mo exposure sa media training. Sama sa video editing, graphic design, animation, ug web designing. Asa pa mo, ana? Earn while you learn. With your technical skills in graphic design, pwede nimo inegosyo ang paggama og calling cards, posters, flyers, and tarpaulin, ug uban pang print materials. Malay mo, maipadayon lang nimo ang imong hilig sa animation, sa cartooning, Japanese manga. Pasinday maka-appeal mo sa mga Filipino team na nagtrabaho sa picture production. Who knows? Who can tell? Time could tell.
This portion is brought to you by Southwill Learning Center.
Kung ang hilig nimo pagsayaw, pwede ka mag-choreographer sa piyesta, contest sa mga sayaw, ug uban pang social functions. Siyempre, bago ka nila kuwaon, establish your name first. build your credibility through training and exposures. Sa Arts and Design track, naakaana, earn while you learn, and be trained by professionals, learn from professionals.
This portion is brought to you by Southwill Learning Center.
Sa theater program, dili lang sa performance makita ang skills or talent sa mga estudyante. Tungod sa exposures nila sa mga plays, drama, scripts, or screenplay, maharness po ang ilahang communication skills. Oo nga, pwede silang maato sa local radio or TV stations sama sa Southwill para mahimong komentarista, news anchor, or video jockey. Sikat ka din! Kung magustuhan ka sa production head, you can win your own sponsors. And from there, you will earn. Earn while you learn. Learn from professionals. Be trained by professionals. Kung hilig mo sa pagpinta, mapusta ng imong trabaho sa mga exhibit. Your works usually inspire communities. For sure, makakita ka gayon og patrons. The more exposures you'll have through exhibit, you can name a prize for your works. There will be a chance you can travel abroad and join international exhibits. From there, you will earn. Sa Southwill Learning Center, na ay mga ubay-ubay na immersion program na pag-aagian ninyo. Immersion with the artisans, galleries, commissioned and independent artists, ug uban pang mga art communities. Aduna pud tayo art mentorship program. Ang mga estudyante mahatagan og art lessons with the art practitioners o mga artists mismo. Naapud ta art travel, visiting the national and local museums, art galleries, Cultural Center of the Philippines. Diba? Bongga! Naapod tayo art camp na mo-fulfill sa inyong mga creative juices. Sama sa photography, video editing, modeling, acting workshop, painting workshop, installation art, and filmmaking. Asa mo dalon aning arts and design track? Naabagid mo ipadungan? The track will lead you in the future to design industry. Parehos ang pag-design sa building, architecture, furniture, textile design, and interior design. Pwede po mo muato sa performative industry. Kung muato ka sa performative industry, pwede ka muato sa entertainment, advertising, and commercial media. Pwede kang mahimong stage and movie actor, news anchor, musician, dancer, choreographer, composer, screenplay writer. O diba? Kung muato ka sa creative industry, pwede ka sa furniture, fashion, photography, web designing, filmmaking, animation, graphic design. Diba, besh? Astig! Ako'y chismis. Ang Digos daw, booming na. Daghan-daghan na ang mga business establishments. Hayag ang future nato, besh! Hayag. Kini nagpasabot kung booming ang ekonomiya sa usa ka lugar, ang buot pasabot na ay lugar ang entertainment industry. Mukusog ang turismo. Bored na ang mga tao pag tinarbaho. Mangita ginag diversion, besh. Nana kayo nahunahunaan? Ay! Alay na! Bored na ang mga tao sa pagtinarbaho. Mangita ginag diversion, besh. Besh, nana kayo nahunahunaan? Himo ka og patabo, dali, imisyon nato ni. Join the Arts and Design track. Enroll now, Arts and Design track at Southwill Learning Center. Learn from professionals. Be trained by professionals. Earn while you learn. Nga naman daw piliu ng Arts and Design track. Ang Arts and Design track adunay mga lain-laing areas na gitagaan ni plataporma. Visual arts, performing arts, media arts. Kung Kung eskwela ka og arts o sining sa Tagalog, dili buot pasabot na diha ara tataman sa pagkanta, sa pagpinta, ug sa pagdibuho. Ang mga programa sa Arts and Design track aduna nay lalom na perspektibo sa function sa arts, sa katilingban, sa kultura, ug pagkakita isip na Filipino. Tama si nanay. Magunahuna gyud ta sa atong kaugmaon. Ang senior high dimugna kini sa gobyerno ug sa Department of Education para matagan og dungag na skill sa inyong mga kabataan. Na kung gali, dili ka maka-college, pwede ka magtrabaho sa lain-laing ahensya. O di kaya, magnegosyo. Kung si nanay ang magbuot sa inyong padulngan, hunahuna asab sa imong kaugaling kung misakar ba ang imong kusog, imong mahuna, ug interes na gipili sa imong ginikanan. Hunahuna dili tanan tawo malipayon sa siyensya, sa numero. Usaon na lang imong mga creative juices. Hay, dili pwede nimo himuon ang square, circle. Ang circle, triangle. Lisod, di ba? Pero naay mga tao na ang mission gyud nila ang medical field, science of precision, engineering, ug mokumpuni sa udsa pang mga butang-butang. Apan naa gyud mga tao na ang ilang mga kalagyon or spirit taas kaayo sa creative expression.
This portion is brought to you by Southwill Learning Center. Every child has an opportunity to succeed.
Kasagaran ng ilang paglantaw sa mga butang nagahatag og kaya, inspirasyon, kalipay na kasauban. Kay dili ba? Sama sa poetry ni Shakespeare. O di ba lagtas? Ang spolarium ni Juan Luna. Theater production. Musikero.
Get ready. Lights, camera, action.
You just imagine the world without art. Imagine, maglakaw ta aning kalibutan, walay music. Di ba uga ang kinabuhi? Walay entertainment, sama sa pelikula o programa sa telebisyon. Unsa na lang yun? Sa karon, napaspas na kaayo ang tuyok sa panahon, digital age na ta. Halos na nagakupot og cellphone, tablet, computer. Kay dali ra gyud nato ma-access ang lain-laing information. Diba? I-google mo lang. Tiray! Naana dayon ang impormasyon na imong ginapangita sa atong pagpangita o ginatawag nato karon na surfing. Diba attractive sa ato ang naay graphic o animation? Sulay daw puro text lang ang pagkaplag nato sa surfing. Di ba pool? Graphics, animation. Ginagamit ning tools sa mga tao para makakuha og attraction, labi na sa mga business products and services. Pag nindot, daghang likes. Daghang heart signs. Kana nagpasabot, maayo ang disenyo sa maong graphics ug maayo kaayo ang pag-conceptualize sa ilang hinimo. So unsay pasabot ana? Gikinahanglan ang kaalam ninyo sa arts. Wala lang nasa application. Lahi ang technical skills sa concept. Ang concept, murag blueprint sa imong artistic decision na magdiktar sa technical skills. Tiyaw mo na, walay saysay ang technical skills kung walay concept. Concept! 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 Concept!
This portion is brought to you by Southwill Learning Center.
Ang arts, muhatag po ni siya og giyas sa pagsabot sa kinayahan sa tao. Makita mo kini sa mga interpretation sa mga actor sa entablado, sa teatro, o mga pelikula. Ang mga istoryang gipakita, istorya sa kamatuoran sa atong kinabuhi. ug sa atong kalibutan. Kung actor ka, lalong yun ang imong salabutan sa emosyon natong mga tao. Pero sayod ba mo? Pila ka tao ang nagpaluyo ning mga produksyon o palabas? Naay director nga naghatag og konsepto o desisyon. Costume designer, light and sound designer, ug mga crew. Grupo ni sa mga passionate na tao para makahimo lamang og piece of art. Tingala mo, gidugukan sa mga tao ang pelikula ni Eugene Domingo. Dili tanan bankable artist, pistizo, pistiza. Sa panahon nato karon, basta na kay talent, win ka. Kahibalo ba mo asa nagsugod si Eugene Domingo? Sa teatro. Si Empoy, na-blockbuster ang kita-kita. Empoy? Mistiso? Iba dili. Pero kahibalo ba mo, ang independent film director si Sigrid Bernardo sa kita-kita, nagsugod ang iyang pagkahawod sa teatro. Si Nora Honor. Mistiza? Tabunon ang pamanit, bansot, pero superstar. Hanip sa acting. Ang iyang pelikulang Himala ang kauna-unahang Filipino film na World Heritage. Hangtod karon, reyna siya sa mga indie films. Walang kupas ang kahawod sa pag-arte. Sa ubang nasod, ginaeskwelahan yun ang pag-arte. May school for acting. Wala ta diri sa Pinas. Apan aduna tay mga theater companies na nagahubog, nagatrain, nagahatag og acting workshop. Nag-amuma sa mga tao na naay passion sa pag-arte. Southwill Learning Center, Creative Communication and Arts Center. Good news! We have the Arts and Design track sa K-12 na.
This portion is brought to you by Southwill Learning Center. Every child has an opportunity to succeed.
Get to know more about the talents of Liga City, the aspirations of the budding artists, artworks, and art programs at Southwill Learning Center. Join the conversation on Shine More with Teacher Rhea on Southwill Live from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. every Saturday. Sponsored by Southwill Learning Center. Only here on Atibeng TV, Channel 16 and DXPM 91.9.
Cause I'm in the stars tonight. So watch me bring the night light. Shoes on, get up in the morning, cup of milk, let's rock and roll. Kink out, kick the drum, rolling on like a rolling stone. Sing song when I'm walking home, jump up to the top of the brown. Ding dong, call me on my phone, nice tea and I'll get my ping pong. This is dead heavy, can't hear the bass, boom, I'm ready. Life's sweet as honey, yeah, this beach chain like money. Days go all alone, I'm into that, I'm good to go, I'm diamond, you know I glow up. Hey, so let's go. Cause I'm in the stars tonight, so watch me bring down fire, set the light. Hey, shining through the city with a little funky soul. So when I light it up like dynamite, whoa, bring a whoever wanna come along.
Hi! Hello, Liga City and South Davao. We are here once again on the new episode on Shine More with Teacher Rhea on Southwill Live, Channel 16, and you're listening to the #1 radio station, 91.9 DXPM. So join me in exciting conversation with the promising students of Southwill Learning Center, sharing their victories in the national competitions and their remarkable participations in various art events in schools. So this is Teacher Rhea. Don't go away. Marami pang mas exciting na ano.
become an artist takes courage. To aim high is the strategy in the mindset of an artist. An artist does not let their dreams be dreams. They take a step further to become who they want to be. To express, to entertain, to inspire, to aid. No matter what the circumstances are, if there's a will, there's a way. Southwill Learning Center, a home for aspiring artists. Southwill Learning Center's aim is to be a part of your growth, to develop future artists that the world needs, aiming towards a greater chance of creating a society where artists no longer have stereotypes.
Now, in the 21st century, what are we now? We're so hooked with digital technology. Making use of these instruments, found objects, tapos sinasayulit niya ang indigenous instruments.
The school is a place to exhibit your artistic expression, breaking boundaries and social standards.
Art in Southwill Learning Center is about making sense of our creativity. And it's not all about just expressing yourself. It's about understanding what kind of art, what kind of person, what kind of creativity you have.
A place to become yourself. A place to enhance your passion through workshops that the school offers, handled by professionals, which gives you the opportunity to take a step further for an artist's artistic experience. Don't lose the chance. Create a journey of becoming who you want to be.
I've been guarding this clover for over a week, getting laughed at for thinking that dust peck can speak. Well, let them all laugh. I'll try not to mind, for I have found something that they'll never find. There are secrets on a leaf, in the water, in the air, hidden planets, tiny worlds, all invisible. Not a person seems to know, not a person seems to care. There's no one who believes a thing I say.
Let's rock and roll. Kink out, drum rolling on like a rolling stone. Walking home, jump up to the top of the brown. Things got me on my phone, iced tea, and I get my ping pong.
For this episode, we will talk about the importance of reading and the reading programs that we offer in school. Now, we have this reading enhancement program, reading enhancement and assessment program that we conceive this with in partnership with Scholastics International. Now, why we care so much about the reading program, or our school makes this as a flagship program, because the advocacy of the founder, the late founder Catalina Abot, stated her vision or her mission is every child a reader. So we develop this program, innovate activities in order to reach the objectives of this reading program. So for the last 3 years, we not invited, but we avail the services of the Scholastics International program. Now, what is this Scholastics International? So this is the world's largest publisher and distributor of children's books. So they have also so many platforms, not only the books that they give, but they also have these digital platforms that gauge the Lexile scores of our students, that we can track the progress of the reading skills and the comprehension skills and the coding skills of our children through their digital platforms. Now, Scholastics, we believe that this is the development of the robust literacy skills is the very heart of empowering children to thrive in schools and in life, and that's why there is this literacy solutions that provided by the Scholastics International that support the whole child in the classroom, at home, and in the community. Okay, so now our first guest for this episode's conversation, is a grade 2 student from Southwill Learning Center, and she has been actively joining school events like performing in theater productions. And not only that, she also displays strong interest in her academic subjects. And despite being active, she was able to maintain her grades in becoming an honor student. Okay. Our guest is absolutely fond of reading. She really loves reading. Okay, last year she was able to receive 4 books from our program with the Scholastics International as reward for being able to read 120 books in that school year. I think last school year, So we are so excited because to bring her in this conversation, because she was able to finish 157 books starting when was that? Starting, we launched the program this year last September. So at present, she has already finished 157 books and still counting with her Lexile. With her Lexile score is 515, so that is way advanced of her age. So I gladly present to you, I'm very proud to bring you our grade 2 student, 6 years old, Gabriel Jude Marie Bukod. Yan! Hi! Ayan siya! Hi! Hello! Gabi?
Yes, teacher?
How are you?
I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, it's good to have you here, sweetie. Okay, I'd like to thank your mommy and daddy for bringing you here in this program, Shine More with Teacher Rhea on Southwill Live. Now, we're going to talk about your love for reading. Okay? Now, we have a few questions here that were sent by the televiewers. So, sabi dito, reading can improve the vocabulary of the student. It helps them to increase. No, this is the question. What makes you interested in reading?
I became interested in reading because of my mom. She reads me books every night, and I enjoy it very much, and that's why she inspires me to read a lot of books in scholastics.
Very good. So you see, guys, it's not only aside from the school is advocating the power of reading or advocating the importance of reading in our everyday lives. Okay, we have our parents become our partners in promoting this advocacy. So like the mother of Gabriel. Hi, Mommy Heidi. Okay. Yes, like Mommy Heidi is really a good partner in this advocacy, okay, promoting the importance of reading in your in everyday life. So now she does it. She does promote with her daughter Gabriel. Okay. Now, there is one. How does reading shape you as a student? How does it help you how does reading help you as a student?
As a student, especially increased my confidence, and it made me so confident that it made my comprehension level
Improve.
and vocabulary level was great, and I love it. So I read. So that was.
Okay. Right. It improves your comprehension skills.
Yeah.
And it increases your score in vocabulary assessment, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow. That makes reading very important to you as a student, and you wouldn't get a hard time, right? Reading your textbooks because you have this because your vocabulary skills and your comprehension skills are improving. Okay, very good. Now for all your books that you've read, what was your favorite that you have already read?
My favorite book was Puppies and Kittens.
Okay.
Puppies and Kittens because it was all about puppies and kittens and informations and what kinds of puppies and kittens and how to care about them.
Wow. So you just imagine you have already finished 157 books.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a lot, no? So in a week, how many books have you read?
In a week, sometimes I would read 10 or 15 books.
Oh, lovely. So 5 to 15 books
Yeah.
that you finish on, not below 5. Now, it depends on the number of pages, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so by the way, the Lexile score of Gabby is 515 at a very young age. 6 years old, correct ba? 7.
I am already 8.
Ay, sorry. Stand corrected.
Okay.
Okay. You're already 8 years old. You'll be turning grade 3 na, no? Okay. So, yeah, as 8 years old, you already have your Lexile score 515. That's a way advance of your age. And is quite an achievement to finish 157 books, Gabriel. And I hope that you can inspire a lot of kids there, Dico City and South Davao. Okay, just like our guest here, Gabriel Bukod, has her appetite for reading. Okay, reading can improve vocabulary of the students. It helps you guys to increase your knowledge, which makes you a better reader. So you keep on reading. Now, we have questions here. Another. Who is your all-time favorite book character?
It would be Noah from Noah's Ark.
Ah, okay. Sige. But biblical, alright? Why?
Why? Cause I love cause of the inspiration of Noah's Ark's book, and he inspires me that I would pick him as a character.
Oh, that's lovely, no? You inspire. What's good about Noah? Once again, I'm sorry, didn't get it.
What's about Noah? He inspires me to pick him as the character in this live show.
Okay, sige. What's the last book you read?
It's Puppies and Kittens too.
That was the last, the recent one.
Yeah.
Okay. And now you have this assessment, correct? Online assessment.
Yeah.
Okay, can you tell us about it?
Tell you about it.
Yeah, how do you take your quizzes?
How do I take my quizzes? How I take my quizzes is like I remember the sayings of the book in my head, so that I would remember it. But it's okay if I got one wrong, but Yeah, that's okay.
It's okay to commit mistakes. Okay.
Yeah,
As long as you learn from that mistake.
yeah, because we all people learn from our mistakes, though.
Lovely. Okay, good. You. Okay, biglang ako na. Yeah, you should learn from all our mistakes. Now, when you're taking the exam, okay, guys, this is the mechanism of the reading, of our reading enhancement program. So after they finish one book, they have to take quizzes online. That were provided by the Scholastics International. So every book, according to Lexile score, has corresponding quiz. So now the child cannot go to the next level if she or he has not able to finish the entire selections of that particular level. So I think in a level there are 20 to 50 books in order to proceed to the next level. So every level has increasing Lexile Lexile skills. So once the child finish one set for the Lexile score, then proceed to the next level. So now ang level na ni Gabriel at very young age is 515, and the level actually starts with the score of 99. And the one who take that is the kinder level. So now Gabriel is 515. That is advance of her level of her age. Supposedly she has the Lexile level of 300 or 400. Okay, so now, well, that's quite an achievement because she has finished 157 books. Oh, diba? Reading 157 books. Now, what was the most interesting thing you learned from the book?
What was the most interesting thing that I learned from the book? I learned that I learned to perseverance and hard work, and also honesty can drive you to survive life.
Oh, wow. And these are the values that you learn, okay, these days. Honesty can help you survive in this world. Oh, wow.
And also, laziness is deadly. It will starve you.
Yes, there's a sense of industry because if you're lazy, it will starve you. So how is that? Can you explain?
In laziness, if you are lazy, like you're just gonna eat some chips for breakfast, we're not allowed to do that because if you eat or just drink some water, you could just fill your body with drinking water because water can hydrate us.
Okay. All right. Sige. All right. So that is Gabriel Bukod. Okay. Time check is 1 o'clock and 45 minutes. It's 1:45 minutes. 1:45 afternoon PM. So we'll be right back after these few reminders. Okay.
I'm eating stars tonight, so watch me bring the fire, set the night alight, shining through the city, bring the little
Sira.
Uncle Gutenberg was a bookworm, and he lived on a Charing Cross. The memory of his volumes brings a smile. He would read me lots of stories when he wasn't on the sauce. Now I'd like to share the wisdom of my favorite bibliophile. He said, cover is not the book, so open it up and take a look. 'Cause under the covers one discovers that the king may be a crook.
Chapter titles are like signs and different
the lines, you'll find your first impression was mistook. For a cover is nice, but a cover is not the book. Tarula-lee, ta-ra-ta-ta-ta, tarula-lee, ta-ra-ta-ta-ta.
Mary Poppins, could you give us an example?
Certainly. Nella Repita was made of wood, but what could not be seen was though her trunk up top was barren, while her roots were lush and green. So in spring, when Mr. Hickory saw her blossoms blooming there, he took root, despart her bark, and now there's seedlings everywhere.
Which proves the cover is not the book, so open it up and take a look. Cause under the covers one discovers that the king may be a crook. Chapter just like song.
And if you read between the lines, you'll find your first impression was mistook.
For a cover is nice, but a cover is not the book. Shall we do the one about the wealthy widow?
Oh, by all means.
Always love that one.
Well, go on then.
Lady Hyacinth McCall brought all her treasures to her reef,
Where she only wore a smile,
plus 2 feathers on the leaf. So no one tried to rob her, cause she barely wore a stitch. For when you're in your birthday suit, there ain't much there to show you're rich. Oh, a cover is not the book, so open it up and take a look. Cause under the covers one discovers that the king may be a crook. Tarula-lee, tarula-la, tarula-lee, ta-ra-ta-ta. You'll find your first impression must be stuck. Yada-da-da. For a cover is nice, but a cover is not the book.
Oh, give us the one about the dirty rascal, why don't you?
Isn't the one a bit long?
Well, the quicker you're into it, the quicker you're out of it.
Once upon a time in a nursery ground, there was a castle with a king hiding in a wing. Cause he never went to school to learn a single thing. He had scepters and swords and the parliaments of lords, but on the inside he was hard God, because he never had a wisdom for numbers, a wisdom for words. So his scorns governments, his brain was smaller than a bird.
So the queen of the nation made a word proclamation to the misses and the messers, the more or lessers.
Bring me all the land professors, and she went to the hairdressers, and they came from the east,
and they came from the south. From each college she put knowledge from their braces in his mouth. But the king couldn't learn, so each professor met the fate. For the queen had the heads removed and placed upon the gate.
and on the date, I said there was all gonna know they was now the late great, but they suddenly one day a stranger started to sing.
He said, I'm the dirty rascal and I'm here to teach the king. The queen put the jewels for she.
The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. The little prince is a child with golden locks and a laugh that sounds like a lot of little bells. He is thoughtful and curious and never let go of a question once he has asked it. His home is a tiny planet identified as
Set the night light, shoes on, get up in the morning, cup of milk, let's rock and roll. Kink out, kick the drum.
Comes next is a grade 5 student from Southwill Learning Center, and she's a consistent honor student. Most of her teachers admire her for being able to learn fast, very quick, and being passionate about what she does, especially when it comes to reading. And she has finished 87 books this year and is still counting with her Lexile 993. When she was in grade 3, her Lexile level is grade 7. On grade 7 yung Lexile level niya. So that's how brilliant she is. And with her reading journey, she was able to receive gold stars, okay? Different actually a participant in 20 help so this is an emphasis on reading. So lately, you have the Little Prince, and that was one of our activities in school. So she won there. Actually, she was awarded as the best presenters in 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 reading in books. So now reading also forces the reader to sort things out in their own mind, including the topics that might not be familiar to them at all. So reading is a gateway to learning anything about everything, and it helps you discover. You guys, this is for the students. So keep in mind that reading will help you discover new things and educate yourself in any area of life you are interested in. So reading allows us to create our own ideas and roll on. Hindi naman daw talaga rain. As since
is entitled The Missing Myth.
Oh.
Written by Geronimo Stilton, Thea Stilton. I like it because it took place in Greece. I actually like all of their books because they make me feel like I'm traveling across the world. And I also feel like I'm the one experiencing the things and experiences they encounter in the book.
That's good. So just like what Emily Dickinson, okay, the famous literary writer, says that there's no frigate like a book. So that means that you can, by reading books, you can travel anywhere in this world, all right? And you can discover more. You don't need to experience everything, but by reading, you can experience, okay, a lot of things about our world. So you can only have these fun adventures by reading. So just like what Rain says. Okay, if you are a character in a book, who would you like to be?
I would like to be Violet from the Thea sisters. She is a Chinese, and just like her, I also want to be a violinist.
Oh, you want to be a violinist? Have you already tried? Playing? Studying in music?
Yes, I did it for summer,
Okay.
but I stopped doing it for a while because of my studies.
Oh, I see. And then you also have your voice training, correct?
Yes, but I haven't had it in a while.
Okay. And okay, let's talk about in relation of reading to theater arts. Okay, let's talk about it. You play the role of Thumbelina, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so it is it's coming from children's book, and we put it on stage, correct? Yes, and that was in our theater production in 2020. Once Upon a Book, you played the role of Thumbelina, and you have a beautiful voice there. And how I wish I could play that. Can we play that? Okay, anyway. So okay, sometime we can play that. You know, the theater, that a theater production that Rain became part of that play. Once Upon a Book. Once Upon a Book. It is the first series that we showcase a lot of children's books, but we interpret the stories on stage with just a snippet of the story. So Rain has played Thumbelina. Can you show some of the photos there? Where Rain, meron pa ba? Meron. Mas interesting if we can play photos of Rain while performing on stage. Okay. Anyway, now, when you, can you say something about what makes reading interesting?
What
Mo-
makes in reading interesting for me is the fact that you can put yourself in other people's perspective or the character's perspective and be able to imagine what they are doing and being able to do it yourself.
Oh, lovely. Oh, that's smart. Yes, we are by reading stories, novels, okay, you can get into the realm of the characters, all right? The world of the characters. You can get in there, and that's the beauty about reading stories. Just like what Rain saying, that you can understand more. Sabi ko nga, you don't need to experience everything in order to learn, but you can experience things by reading, and that it widens your imaginations. You can get into the world with these characters that you have been reading about, okay? And not only that, about reading stories, you can also get informations and facts. You guys, so mga mommy and daddy, I'm really encouraging you to bring your children to reading books. I know they are hooked to digital technology. Okay, busy sila sa kaka-Facebook or whatever games that they are in, but there's nothing you can compare. There's nothing we can compare in the ability, in the power of reading that can give to your child. So just like your mom and dad, Rain, right? They are encouraging you also to love reading. So, guys, mga mommy at daddy dyan, mga students, our students here, our guests here for today's conversation, really talk about how beautiful it is to spend your time in reading books. So, ang ganda na sinabi ni Rain, no, na we can have, Rain, we can understand others' perspectives by readings, okay, using mirroring the lives of the characters that you've been reading in a story. So that's good. Now, okay, now, although it's not part of the questions here. Okay, guys. Okay, Rain, let's talk about your experience in portraying roles on stage. Okay. How was it? Do you like performing on stage?
Yes, because when I'm performing on stage with other people, or even if I'm alone, when I'm acting like somebody else, I feel like I cannot be shy.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, and that's good about theater, having a theater productions in school or stage plays in school, because this can be really a very good partner in the reading programs. Just like, oh, there you go, there's Rain. She was so young here. She was only 4 years old, I think. No, 4. No, it's only 6 years old, right, Rain? Grade 1 ka ba dito, Rain? Yeah, okay. Rain became our talent also in a homegrown program in Kids Stuff, Fun Stuff. So, okay, let's get back to our discussions. Now, our conversation, rather. It says that the partner program of the theater, of the reading program is the theater projects of our school. Now, what's good about here is just like what our guest today is saying, that understanding the perspectives, you can imagine. They imagine the world that is that is written in the book, and then what's good about this, we can transform them. We can translate them into a performance. Okay, so it widens the imagination of the child. And with that, it will give them the opportunity to become more reflective about life issues, about a certain truth, about the values, no, na we can that we want to inculcate in our children. So I'd like to thank the parents of Rain for bringing you here. Okay, and being a partner in promoting the power of reading, the importance of reading. So that's our Rain. Now, Rain, would you like to say hi or greet your parents, your friends, and sige.
Hi, hello to everyone at home and to everyone who is watching this. I hope you enjoyed my conversation with Teacher Rhea, and I'm really happy to be here, and I'm glad that Teacher Rhea asked me to be a part of this show.
Oh, that's so lovely, Ray. Thank you so much, Ray. We are so grateful to have you here. It's fun to talk to you as always. And yeah, I hope you inspire a lot of kids to love books, to love reading books, and your, what do you call this, your perspective, okay, may inspire also parents of joining our program, especially our reading program and our theater productions, our creative arts program. Now, guys, if you want to know more about our school, or know more about the programs in our school that we offer for your children, for your kids, mga mami and daddy, now we're open. Our office is open from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So if you want to know more about our reading programs or the offerings that we have in our school, Southwill Learning Center, okay, do not hesitate to call us. 0995-125-4540. So time check is 2 o'clock in the afternoon to 3 in the afternoon. So we'll be right back after this few reminders.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark you can see, I'll be the light to guide you. We'll find out what we're made of. We are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3. I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2. We'll be there. That's what our friends are supposed to do. Oh yeah.
September, we celebrate the environmental month. So we actualize their inventions. Use the recycled materials such as the empty bottles, old toys, and popsicles.
To make this vacuum less frustrating to work with, I put it on this car so I can control it.
What we have watched and heard over the news, our community needs them more than what we imagined. To switch on the switch and click on the fuse.
Next, I would like to show you this one. Planning for the kids to come up with this project. They gather all the materials before they make their decisions in terms of designs and implementation of their work. Our programs deal with unleashing child's creativity. In learning the science concept, we guide our students to be more creative.
Our next guest is a grade 11 student of humanities, taking the humanities and social science strand from Southwill Learning Center. Now, she also spent her elementary years, or finished her elementary education in our school, Southwill Learning Center. Like most of the students, yeah, she was able to participate in so many activities, art activities, and especially the theater projects in school. So, in fact, she is one of our delegates. She was one of our delegates in the National Grade School Convention when she was in grade 6. All right. In other words, she was the first, right? The first to from our school, the first to win in the essay writing contest. She was one of the first batch of participants in the CMLI National Grade School Convention way back in 2015. So I'm very happy to have her here in this conversation, because actually she made a history, because that was the very first that the school won the essay writing competition in the National Grade School Convention, competing with the big schools in Metro Manila or some regions of the country. So, and now she because we don't have junior program, so when now she's in the senior high school, she came back to us. And I'm so happy to have her once again and taking the humanities strand, because this strand focuses on the creative writing, so it's still in literary arts. Okay. Since our school centers offers a lot of programs, art programs, like the arts and design track. Now this time we have humanities that focuses on the literary arts. So now our the winner was the how do you call this? Oh my gosh, what's that? Na-disturb ako sa langaw. Okay guys, okay wait. I'm sorry. Okay, now she was able to participate again in various schools like the theater productions, and in fact she was part of the NCCA project that we had then, ang Prinsesang Aguila, Pamana ang Prinsesa Aguila, that's under National Commission of Culture and the Arts, and she played one of important roles there as Ilaw, I think. Is that right? Ilaw is the character, and then now once again I'm so happy to present to you Lavi Samir. Ayan. Ano ba siya? Ayan. Hi Lavisa, it's good to have you.
Hey Teacher Rhea.
Yes. Now the focus of our conversation is all about the online classes, no? What are the challenges there? So since online class is quite challenging for most of the students, especially in our school, because we are into online classes. Now we have, for senior high school, we have the flexible learning system, especially the grade 12 students. Now in our grade 11 program, we are consistently online. We are an online class. So now, we from face to face, then we change into online class. There are a lot of how do you call these? There are a lot of challenges that you encounter, no? And it's very different from the face-to-face setup. And as a student, if something interests you or particularly puzzles you, so take the initiative to find some additional resources, and that's good about the online class. And all of us were adjusting to what now, and it's up to and how we handle it. Okay, so let's pause for a while, okay, before we start our conversation. Guys, I'm happy to present to you once again Lavi Samir. So don't go away, we'll be right back after these few reminders.
So, hi po, my name is Tin Gamboa and I am a dance artist. I was born and raised in Manila, Philippines till I was 18, and then I moved over to Canada for school. And I've been working in Canada for the last 9 years. It's been so wonderful to work with youth, here. Actually, as I mentioned earlier, I am a dance artist. And so through my artistic practice, I try to promote cultural resurgence, because I think globally, in the mainstream, a lot of people lean towards the West. So my vocation is to, through my artistic practice, is to bring culture to the fore once more.
Don't stop moving. Don't try not to tell your body what to do, but just go with the flow of, like, see, look, if my arm moves, what else moves? My shoulder moves, my foot moves, like, everything is.
So what I've learned from this workshop is Miss Tin is very kind. She's very open with everything. She comes up with ideas that is very unusual for us, but it isn't something unusual in a offensive way, but it's something unusually unique. Isn't Ma'am Tin's profession is dancing, and then I expected it to be like literally dancing and learning choreographies, but which actually is, but not entirely the whole workshop. But the whole workshop showcases you and tells you to be who you are. And so now I knew that being weird is cool actually. So I wasn't really shy. I was never shy at that point because she said, you have to go with it, go with the flow.
How culture was dealt with in our workshop. Well, I couldn't really distinguish what culture is, but when I came to this workshop, I expected contemporary dance to be more formal and whatnot. I was wrong. My expectations were wrong. I expected it to be a little bit more boring, but I expected it to be incredibly fun. So what Miss Tin Gamboa did was phenomenal, and it was worthwhile in remembering.
Throughout the workshop, I've learned that dancing is not just about proper execution, dancing to the beat, but it's about expressing yourself even in the simplest way you know how.
So, art in Southwill Learning Center is about making sense of our creativity. And it's not all about just expressing yourself. It's about understanding what kind of art, what kind of person, what kind of creativity you have.
And so the mentorship with Miss Christine Gamboa is really a big opportunity to us senior high students in Southwill Learning Center because it allows us to explore more about ourselves, especially in discovering our talents and what we can do. And I love music and I'm not really into dancing, and this mentorship helps me that I can do better. I can dance, I can act, I can explore my artistry, and it is really a big impact that it is a big opportunity that Miss Abbott, Miss Rhea give this mentorship program every month because we can learn about it a lot, and that's all I can say.
Lavisa Mir. Hi, Lavisa. Okay, sorry about that. How is let's talk about the online class, no? And what are the challenges in the online classes? How is your experience with online classes?
Right now, I can say that I have already adapted with this new method of learning. I don't think it's new anymore. I feel comfortable with it. And I have my trust to the school, and in the first few weeks, of course, there's struggle with it. Since the pandemic, it created a drastic change in all facets of our life, especially to education. And however, the teachers, the school, they were prepared for the changes brought by the pandemic, and so they were able to implement modular learnings and of course online class. So we were not left behind. And I'm really glad, I'm thankful for the teachers because they were very kind to us. They accommodate us. They cater all our confusions in about all these new things that is happening around us because of the pandemic. And it did not take too long for us to struggle. We adapted with it together with the teachers. Because it's not just the students who are struggling in the first place. Of course, the school, the teacher, they are responsible to handle the students, to create a path, another way to help the students continue their education. And I'm really glad for that. And online class, one of the advantages that I can think of is that it gives you another knowledge, more knowledge, especially about technology and media platforms. So in Southwill Learning Center, we're more on UMS and creative writing and arts. We're promoting that, and with the help of the media, since we're talking about technology here, online class itself, we were able to promote it to different people, and I'm really glad for that. Online class is a very new method of learning, and it's not that different from the atong nakasanayan before the face-to-face.
Yeah, lovely. So good, no? Well, it's good to hear that from you because we have noticed in some complaints, no? Some complaints in the social media that it's no longer effective. Online classes are no longer effective. But you're saying, Avis, no, Lavisa, that it depends on how the students adapt the system, the new system. Now you mentioned about your struggles in the beginning. Correct, everyone is struggling, no? The teachers are struggling, you students are struggling also. I mean, the family is struggling also how to cope these requirements because they need to buy new set of computers, and then they have to install internet, ganun. But these are just part of the challenge. But somehow in the online class, you said, but it sounds like it's more engaging because you got the chance to get to the various sites or platforms, digital platforms where you can have an access of informations, no? And where you can learn right away, no? Get informations right away. So i-google mo lang, lalabas na yung information. So, and that's the good thing about getting into the online class. So unlike in the face-to-face, okay, it takes some time, right, to get an access. You can only have the access of informations or from the discussions of your teacher or from the lectures of your teachers. But in the online class, if there are things that you don't understand or concepts or theories that have been introduced to you, you can just get them, have an access them right away. I-google mo lang, i-type mo lang, and then you can get to various sites where you can have an access of these informations that you need to know, right? And that's good about so that's interesting, Avis. I like that. So yeah, you've been very honest. There's a struggle in the beginning, but eventually you were able to adopt it. Okay. So, and what is your favorite subject?
Oh, wow. For this semester,
Yes.
my favorite subject as of now is creative writing. So it's our specialization. So I'm a UM student. I chose that strand because aside from the fact that it's in line with the career that I want to pursue in the future, I also have the, writing is my favorite hobby. I think it's already part of my, life. I can say that.
I love
it's part
that.
of my it's my passion. So in creative writing, we focus more on the creativity side of the person. It's more of our personality as a writer. And you enjoy the things that you want to do. So that's why I favor this subject, the creative writing, because we discuss more about writing, literature,
Approaches,
arts.
techniques.
Yes,
Okay.
and of course I like the teacher.
Uh-huh.
So hello, Teacher Ivy. Thank you so much for all the support that we got
Yes.
from you.
Okay.
And yeah, the teacher, she's also one of the reasons why I like the subject.
Oh, wow. We will miss Teacher Ivy. If she will go out. But no, anyway, Southwill Learning Center has always a very good set of mentors. Okay, because we have our own approach dealing with our students. Okay. Yeah, I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah, by the way, guys, this Lavisa Mir, as I mentioned earlier, that she was one of the first batch to join the National Grade School Convention in Baguio City. And that was when she was in grade 6. And that was the first time that the school landed place, second runner-up in essay writing in English. Yeah, essay writing in English, and that she was our contestant then, representing our school, or because it's national, so it's representing Digo City. Okay, and and that was really an achievement of Southwill Learning Center, because that was our first time that we landed place in that category, because we're competing with big schools in Manila, like Ateneo de Manila University was there. We have the Colegio San Juan de Letran, so Zubel, De La Salle Zubel, Santiago School, so all these popular schools, okay, Colegio San Agustin. So these are popular schools that we were competing with. And also, I remember there during that time, from Cebu is San Carlos University, yung may grade school pala sila, so is also competing during that time. And our school landed the best 3, the second runner-up, and that was Lavisa Mir, our contestant, the pride of Southwill Learning Center. Okay, kudos to my team today because you brought her in. Okay, and well, anyway, let's continue. So you like creative writing, so your passion, so since you were young, you always won in essay writing competitions, right? I do not know if you still pursue this interest when you reach in junior high. Did you?
I did. I joined the journalism club in the school and of course, like I said, it's one of my favorite hobbies, my passion. That's why I continued that.
Okay, it's that interest. Okay, very good. Now, since you're talking about online class, was it easy to get along with your classmates through the new method of learning? How did you find it?
Easy to get along with my classmates? Yes, of course. They were also very friendly, and they're not just my classmates, they're also my friends.
Oh, wow.
And we were, together, we adapt together with the new changes. And I heard that they also struggle, but we adapted to the changes that the pandemic brought. And even though that with the new method of learning, most of the time we chat through the social media. Most of our interactions, it revolves around the social media through chat, but it did not lessen our bond as friends, as classmates.
Oh, lovely. Yeah. So it does not hinder your connections with other people, no? Although it is virtual, it's virtual engagement, virtual connections, but still you were able to establish that sound relationship, that not only as classmates but as friends. Now, how did your teachers manage to bring you to collaborative work? Because one of the tenets of our school, since we are promoting this learning and innovation skills, the 4 C's, once again, I keep on mentioning this every episode, the 4 C's, in order to thrive in the 21st century, we need to bring our students to different platforms where they can exercise their creativity, communication skills, collaboration, and critical thinking. Now, how were you able to, how did your teacher bring you to collaborative works using the Zoom? Yeah, you're using Zoom platform, correct?
Yes.
So how did your teachers bring you to collaborative works?
I'm not gonna lie, the teachers that we have, they are brilliant. They're they make all the lessons easier to understand, and they cater all our confusions, like I said.
So how did you bring the collaborative work? So breakouts. They have the group breakouts, correct?
Yes. They give us group
so there is
activities.
mechanism there in Zoom where they group you but still monitor your activities, your discussions through breakouts. Diba? You have group breakouts, and that's fun about it. You'll be given only 40 minutes to do your group breakouts, and then you'll go back again for your presentations. Correct. So that's it. And now, what was the approach of school regarding online class beneficial for you?
Yes, it's a big yes. I and the teachers, because they are flexible and they were able to adapt to the changes, and they were able to implement the online learning and the modular flexible learning immediately. And the teachers, they were also very kind, all of them. And yeah, I'm very thankful for them because they bring out the best in us, even though we're only doing it online.
I love it. Lovely. Well, tatak, naman yan, ganyan talaga tatak Southwill, no? The dedication of our teachers, the commitment of our teachers is always, prevalent in the system. And actually, we named this new system, a learning system, we call this SIS-20, or Southwill Instructional System 20, where we have our own approach, we tailor our own approach as long as we meet the competencies of the learning competencies prescribed by Department of Education. So we strategize our instructions in order to meet the objectives of our curriculum. So our teachers in Southwill Learning Center are, we're known to that how they adapt, innovate. Since our school will always innovate and innovate systems, upgrade the approaches. Okay, as long as we meet the prescribed competencies or the competencies prescribed by the Department of Education. So we have these. Okay, we have this a lot of activities where your teachers bring you to a lot of opportunities where you can exercise the learning skills. No? So like I said, the learning and innovation skills, the 4 C's. No? That's my favorite. Matirang matibay. Although, okay, you can invite a lot, no? We can invite to join you, Lavisa, your group. Now, if you want to know more about our programs, guys, you can log on to our Facebook page, or you can raise your queries about our programs. Contact us with this number 0995-125-4540 or 0928-455-9754. Message us on our Facebook page. Okay, so our school is located at Lim Street near Magsaysay. Okay, opposite of Magsaysay. Now, so we still have 2 more questions here from our televiewers. Was the approach of the school regarding online class? How were you able to adopt the changes brought by pandemic? So aside from online class, so how were you able? Are there changes? Correct? There are a lot of changes.
Yeah, there are a lot of changes.
So yes, how were you able to adapt that?
The
new normal.
The pandemic, it did not only create changes on the educational sector. It had a drastic change to all facets of life, in the social and well-being of a person. And the first thing that I did was to accept, because it already happened. And after accepting it, I take actions, even though I'm only staying at home. So the most practical thing that you would do is to follow the protocols. Of course, you don't want to gamble your health, because when you get infected, it's not just you, it's also your family, your friends. You have to stay safe during this pandemic. We have to follow the protocols and do the protective measures. And after doing all those things that were implemented by government, you have to find inspiration to continue to live. As for me as a student, they say that there are reasons as to why students they don't want to continue their education because of the pandemic. But no, I believe that we should focus on the opportunities instead of the, those negative things
happen.
And the opportunities that I had, I realized my parents, they were supportive. Since it was it was very urgent. They provided me the resources that I need, gave me moral support, and I have friends. So it was an enough reason for me to continue my education. I don't want to think of the pandemic as a hindrance to one's education. We should all strive together. We have to adapt to survive. That's what they said.
That's so inspiring, Lavisa. Okay, everyone here is clapping their hands. Oh, that was really inspiring, Lavisa. Okay, I hope you have inspired a lot of youth there, in Diga City and South Davao. That was Lavisa Mir. So thank you so much. I'm very grateful also for your parents for bringing to our school and believing in our programs. And I hope the youth that are listening right now, you inspire them as I am inspired. Are you? Simon? Okay. Simon is beside me, also a humanities student. Okay, anyway. So, that was Lavisa Mir. You have heard her. Okay, time check. It's 2 o'clock and 2:39 in the afternoon. Okay, thank you so much. We'll be right back after these few reminders. Okay, music. Please.
Sing song when I'm walking home, jump up to the top of the brown. Ding dong, call me on my phone, nice tea and I'll get my ping pong. This is
Keep on hiding from the clouds. Try not to make a single sound. As the adversary devours us all, there awaits our downfall, and the world will soon create a better place. Our dream will fill this empty space. All doors welcome our fate on a Sunday. Strength goes on from the remnant of yesterday. To this day, I knew the thing we used to do may be shelved in a memory. To survive from all the ordeals, sigh of uncertainty, and the world will soon create a better place. Our dream will fill this empty space. All doors welcome our fate on a Sunday. Strength goes on from the remnant of yesterday. became now soldiers. In every battle takes a toll. Oh, in every breath of the dying exhales freedom for another soul. Nothing beats the soul. For every darkness there's a breaking of down. A new life begins, and the world will soon create a better place. Oh, oh, our dream will fill this empty space. Oh, all doors welcome our fate on a Sunday. Strength goes on from the remnant of yesterday. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yesterday. Oh, oh,
Life is chillin', honey. Yeah, this bitch chill like money. And then all alone, I'm in today. I'm good to go. I'm down. You know how to go. Let's get started.
Hi. Can we change that? Ads. All right. Our last guest for today is a grade 11 student, but this time it's no longer humanities, no, but arts and design track. Okay, although it was his first year in school, in senior high, he was able to showcase his talents through participating in school competitions, inter-school competitions. Just recently, Southwill Learning Center joined the National Online Conference. This was participated by the senior high school students. Now, our guest is a participant of this CMLI National Online Conference, and he joined the radio drama contest. Actually, he was one of the participants there and a writer of that work, and he decided to pursue arts because he is mainly interested in music production, okay, but actually he has multiple interests, not only in music. This includes painting. He is also into painting and also into dance. Now, he loves to be in ADT, in arts and design track, because he believes that it brings him to a lot of opportunities for creating and refining recorded music for public presentation, right? So that makes that interested him to get into this arts and design track. So once again, I'm so proud to present to you our senior high school student, Gabriel Aris Convocar. Hi! Nandiyan na. Okay, wala pa si Aris. Wala pa si... Ayan na! There we go. Hi, Gabriel.
Hello.
Thank you for joining me here in this conversation.
And thank you so much for the invitation, teacher.
Yeah, my pleasure. Our pleasure. All right. Now, again, let's talk about why do you choose into the arts? Why did you take this track, the arts and design track?
Well, art has always been the medium or form to express what one's feeling is. So even from the ancient times, art was always used as a medium. So to have it as a passion and to also have it as a track to learn more about the arts is very inspiring and motivating for my inspiration and to my drive towards my future goals.
All right. So, you're talking about future goals. So what do you want to become pala in the future? So, what field in college that you like to get into?
uh, this might take a turn, but when it comes to art, I imagine it as something that you don't need to study for. It is something that you feel in your heart, and you translate with your mind and whatever you can to use as a medium.
Wow.
And I believe that you don't need to take such necessarily like huge achievements just to be in the arts. All you have to do is just have the passion and have the ability to do so.
Yes. Well, just pursue your passion. Okay. That I lovely, no? Yeah. What makes you happy is really pursuing what you want. So, now, do you have any idea in mind which? Although you are still grade 11, but mabilis ang panahon. So, do you have still in mind the which course that you are going to take eventually in college?
Eventually, if I have to take a course, I would go for either architecture or psychology.
Good. Oh, lovely. Yeah. Pumalakpak na naman yung aming mga dito, mga kasamahan. Okay, good. Yeah, that could be a nice track for you. Okay, psychology is also a good track that eventually you'll become psychiatrist. So after taking 4-year course and you go to psychiatry, that's nice. And others will take psychology, okay, in college, then they pursue arts in their graduate school. So I have known a lot. I have classmates in my graduate school. I'm into theater arts. Then some of my classmates are taking psychology course. Okay, anyway, so let's talk about being in ADT. What made you engage in the arts? I mean, do you have how do you spend your pastime?
Well, if you mean by hobbies, then I create music. I like to create things out of nothing. Essentially creating something that is beautiful out of something that was started as scrap, basically.
I like that something. What is that something?
Well, as you have stated, I am an all-arounder in the arts, so basically just whatever that comes to mind, I just try to create something beautiful out of it.
What is that? It could be poetry?
It could be poetry.
Oh yeah, you wrote. You write poetry.
I like to do it sometimes.
You write poems.
Just depends.
Yeah, but most likely, what do you do? What do you?
I like to create music.
Music. So you compose. Do you sing?
I wouldn't say I'm
Ay,
good.
may panglaban na tayo next year. Yay! Pasundan na si Crisel Umayan kasi meron na si Gabriel Convocar. Akala ko wala kasi everyone is into visual arts. Okay. Oh, so you love to compose. Okay, did you finish, do you have some songs or pieces that you already have finished?
I haven't finished any, but I have a lot of ongoing projects.
That's good. So you played instruments? You play instruments?
I play the MIDI, which is basically
digital.
Digital instruments.
Oh, wow. That's good. So you can read notes?
I can...
Not much. The basic is reading notes, but you can compose, no?
Yes.
Using this app. Okay. Others are you? I have known a few. I've known a few using that applications in creating their music. And what about okay? What do you think? Why do you think? I mean, no. Why do you think that arts and design track can be a perfect track for you?
Well, I think it can be perfect for me. I believe it can be perfect for anyone, essentially. Because
anyone.
Although it may be a big boast or a big thing to say, if you think about it, everyone has the potential to be in the arts. Even from the many people in the world, they can still join the arts, and I believe it is perfect for me since I grew up listening to music. I actually learned how to read from music.
Oh, wow. So do you expect that this program will tackle more about music? Because we have only a few. Because because the school is, of course, every school has to adhere their instructional system to the prescribed competencies of Department of Education. So the competencies there are not limited to particular arts, no? So they have performing arts, so that can be that deal with three forms of arts: music, dance, and theater arts. Then we have also creative industries that also vary, because I varied. That could be applied arts and visual arts. So there's no particular focus there, except if you go to exploration in the arts. So now, how do you expect? I mean, which fields that you likely get into of all this? So music ba? Kasi sige daw, no?
Yes.
We never talk about this in school.
Yes.
Okay.
I would describe myself as jack of all trades.
Okay.
I can fit in any spectrum, but if it would come down to my ultimate decision, I would always go to music.
Oh, I see. Although we have partly is music, don't miss that class with our teacher from University of Santo Tomas, Manila. She is your teacher. That's Verna Lapitan, and she's what do you call this? Yeah, she's your teacher, no? Do not miss that because she's from Manila. I see Zoom lang tayo, so that can be there's no problem virtual instruction. So I hope you will like it. But I do not know if the coverage of the competencies may interest you. But I don't know, just try lang, no? Since you really like music. Okay. Now, how else do you love to draw?
Yes, I love to draw, mostly sketching.
I sketch, mga sketches lang. Okay, so that's why you like to get into architecture? Okay, yes. Okay. That's good. Now, if you have a very strong interest in visual arts, we can bring you to trainings with the artists, really, art practitioners, hindi lang teacher, but really art practitioners who own galleries, and also really an artist, double artist. Like we have is Sir Joel Julamen. He's a friend of Southwill. He's a mentor, creative mentor of Southwill. He is our trainer for our students last year to compete in the Asia Pacific Arts Festival. So now we can arrange, Southwill can arrange the same training with you guys. Okay? Although kunti lang kasi kayo ngayon sa grade 11s. Now guys, Southwill Learning Center is Dico City. Southwill Learning Center is offering these programs for grade 11 and grade 12 students. This visual arts training. You can join us. Okay? You catch our schedules for that training, and our mentors are really very good mentors in visual arts. Okay, hindi lang basta yung marunong na mag-drawing. So we really, if you join our senior high school programs and join the visual arts program, because we can bring you to extensive training for visual arts, especially for painting. Okay, so 4 of our students in Southwill Learning Center went to Asia Pacific Arts Festival in Malacca, Malaysia, and 3 of them won the Distinction Gold Award, and the other one is Gold Award. Okay, so now let's talk more about let's continue our conversation. So what are the other questions here? Our televiewers from our televiewers here, based on your understanding, okay, can you, all right, so what else, you are, who inspired you to get into arts and design track?
It was the many things that actually inspired me to take arts in general. So it was from Michael Jackson to Freddie Mercury, any legends that you can think of.
Artists,
yes,
okay.
Yes. They have inspired me along the way, and also my mother also she supported me throughout my decision, and I really thank her for it.
And I hope this getting into arts and design track will fulfill that interest of yours kasi yun nga sinasabi ko, ang curriculum kasi ng DepEd hindi yan nakafocus sa isa lang na music, and although we have this music program, it's just only a portion of the entire curriculum. However, kaya pala how do you call this, you were so excited to host the Mugna production that we have a mini concerts. Winners of the National Online Conference have their own concerts. Okay, and then that's why pala you were so excited to host the programs. Okay, kasi you are into that interest pala music. Now, by the way, what instruments did you love to play? Do you love to play?
I love to play MIDI, which is like
Ayun lang, MIDI, the digital art.
It's like
you don't play piano, violin, guitar?
I'm self-taught in most instruments. From piano to guitars.
Wow, self-taught lang.
Yes.
Oh, wow. So, wow, that's amazing. So that's why you can do your MIDI.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
lovely.
why
So somehow you can read notes or chords.
No, I like to. Well, although I can read some notes because of my best friends and my close friends being musicians, I like to learn from them like the basics in order to understand what I'm actually doing.
That's good. So, okay. We'll be right back after these few reminders. Time check is 3 o'clock. Oh, it's already 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So, thank you. We'll be right back after these few reminders.
Never give up, hold your head high and reach the top. Let the world see what you have got, bring it all back to you.
Hold on what you try to be, your individuality. When the world is on your shoulders, just smile and let it go. If people try to put you down, just walk on by, don't turn around. You only have to answer to yourself.
Don't you know it's true what they say, that life, it ain't easy, but your time's coming around. So don't you stop trying.
Don't stop, never give up. Hold your head high and reach the top. Let the world see what you have got, bring it all back to you. Dream of falling in love, anything you've been thinking of. When the world seems to get too tough, bring it all back to you. Not to worry about a thing. Enjoy the good times life can bring. Keep it all inside you, gotta let the feeling show. Imagination is the key, cause you're your own destiny. You never should be lonely when time is on your side.
Don't you know it's true what they say?
Okay, that's our episode for today's that's our episode for today. Now we have completed another episode of Shine More with Teacher Rhea on Southwill Live. Thank you so much for joining me, Lavisa Gabriel. Thank you. I hope to see you again next week, Saturday from 1 o'clock to 3 p.m. I would like to greet our school president, Miss Stephanie Abbott, and all the students of Southwill Learning Center, all the parents. Thank you so much for your support to this program, and kudos to our staff behind this program, Jamil De Luna, Alexa Rances, Simon Astorias, and Irene Bergole. Thank you for joining me here. I'd like to thank also Ate Beng TV, Ate Beng Sumatra, salamat po. And Ma'am Michelle Sumatra, salamat po. And Kobe, our technical assistant, salamat. And thank you for training. Thank you for being with our team for today. So thank you so much, everyone. And hope to see you next week. God bless you. Thank you. Hello, baby!
91.9 Supreme Power FM.
Pwede ba yung si Abis?
Philippine Standard Time is 3 o'clock.
This time check is brought to you by